Welcome everybody to another episode of Foodie with Trudy. I'm your host Trudy. I'm here with Adosa and Aminu again. Here to discuss or debate. Hopefully, it's not a debate, and we all agree. The upcoming weekend game, the biggest game this weekend, Arsenal versus Liverpool. We're trying to do a combined 11 for this tie, and we have 3 rules on this podcast for a combined 11. It's based on current form. We use the formation 4-3-3. And injured players cannot make it to the combined 11. Please like and subscribe to the channel. It really supports us. And let's go. Let's start with the goalkeeper. I think unlike our previous video, this is a really easy slam dunk. Actually, I have to put a caveat as well. And you guys are going to be talking about it. I'm the tiebreaker if you guys don't agree on a particular player. So I'm going to start with Aminu because I know Medusa's on a high with the North London derby. I'm going to start with Aminu, try to calm Medusa down. Aminu, who are you taking as a goalie?
He definitely had a good week here. I can't say as much for us, but the goalie one again, it's similar to the discussion I had the last time. They're pretty close. I think Allison just gives you a little bit more in terms of playing the way these two teams like to play. Like me, I'm a simple man. Like I don't need my goalie to be extra
Dribbling, doing leg over.
dribbling and passing the ball and long passes and all that stuff. But Arsenal and Liverpool like to play that way. So I'll give my nod to Allison because he just edges it.
Okay. Edosa, do you agree?
He does, of course.
Yes, because I think the best goalie in the league is by far head, shoulders, and everybody but Allison.
True.
So there's not a lot of. I mean, if you want to argue for the sake of arguing, I'm down.
We don't have time for that.
if we're going off facts, Allison is insane.
You can tell he went to church this Sunday.
He knows the truth. On the ball, clearly. On one-on-one, clearly.
It's not, bro. It's not close. It's not close.
What would you say about Alisson's shot stopping ability from distance? I know Ramsdale is very good at that. I know Alisson one-on-one is deadly, but shot stopping from a distance, what would you say between the two of them?
I don't think I
haven't seen much of it.
From distance. No, but even then, the guy is so big that I'm not sure he needs to do much to cover any side he's trying to go to.
Okay.
So that's just me. I don't know.
Easy one, Alisson. Let's go to another easy one. I don't even know if we even need to debate this. The right back. Let's start with Edusas this time since we started with Amino last time. The right back, please. Take us away.
Everything you need Trent to do on the ball and off the ball, White is doing at the moment. So, White. Everything. If you're looking for a ball-playing defender who plays on the flank that gives you overlap, underlap, tucks into midfield, can defend. Man, right now, I don't even think there's anybody in the league that is playing right back that is doing what White is doing. No, but it's true. He locked down Son. He locked down White. He locked down Sancho. He locked down Tony. There's literally nobody that's gone to his wing and done anything this season. So if we're doing current form, there's nobody. There's no right back that is putting up the numbers right now.
Can he deliver, though? Can he deliver like Trent?
He can. Go and watch. I wish we had time to show his passing. His passing from deep is actually ridiculous. Because usually the issue is when you put the center back out wide or in the middle, because now they are backing the ball, they don't really know how to manipulate. But the guy passes right foot, left foot, across the field, down the channel. He could have had a second assist in this Tottenham game, but Jesus headed the ball out twice.
How did this happen, by the way? Wasn't he a centre back before? Why did Arteta start playing him at right back this season? Because Tomiyasu was... Okay.
2 reasons. The second one we'll touch during this conversation. First one, because Tomiyasu got injured last season.
Okay.
And I think it's taken him too long to get back.
Isn't he back?
Then he's back, but why would you mess with the winning formula? It's working. It's working. The guy just has to take your balance. Yeah, and then when that happens, or if that happens, then you might have to then, But the second one is do.
Okay. We'll get there. We'll get there. Maybe we'll get there. I mean, please, can you do something for TA over here?
Man, I would like to, but this one is not close to me. I mean, based on current form, I don't think any right back has been cooked as much as Trent has this season. Like, even if you don't score, you at least go home knowing Trent is somewhere thinking about how you grilled him and roasted him today. Like, even that's how bad it is with Trent right now. I mean, if we're talking like who is the better player in general, I would say Trent at his best. I would have taken him, but this season he has been abysmal, and I cannot make any case for him to get into it on current form. So for me, it's even if Tomiyasu was presented, I'll take Tomiyasu over Trent any day. He's not doing anything he does well this season. He's not creating as much as he used to, although Salah is sort of taking a little more creative responsibilities, but Trent isn't creating as much this season, and his defending has been as poor as it has ever been, even though I've always argued he's never really been he's never really been a good defender anyways, but this season it's like it's next level bad.
Quick two things because we have to move on. I don't like to dwell on players too much because of what we're doing. Quick things. Is it fair to say that we're kind of judging him harshly in that every team literally attacks his wing? If you're just attacking, hold on now. If you're just attacking somebody and you're focusing on somebody, they're going to make mistakes throughout the whole. They're going to make noticeable mistakes throughout the game.
My quick retort to that is we've seen it time and time again. When a winger is getting no joy and no change out of a fullback, they switch it to another wing. He goes to the other wing to see if he can get change out of the other fullback, and you never see that against Trent. Like every single game, just pass it to whoever is on the left wing. Let them go and cook Trent, and they always succeed. Like I said, they may not score. They may not even assist, but they will get past Trent. That 100%. He's like a cone. He's always late to get back, so the overlap is even too easy. Like you just pass the ball to the person behind him, and that's it. So no way.
If I can touch on that quickly, I think that he's always played the same way. So I don't. If anything, the issue is more like the rest of the team is off, so his deficiencies are showing up more. So I don't think, like, I've seen Martinelli cook him for like 19 minutes straight and we still ended up losing 4-0. Like, he didn't get any difference, right? And in that game probably had like 3 assists. I don't be there. He's not really there to defend. So like I've seen stats that say he's a better defender than Zinchenko or what's the other guy's name? I can't remember. There are some other, like Chancelo, people who are known for like being on the ball really good, but have a better defensive reputation compared to him. Well, at the start said that he's better than.
It's the opposite.
So it's the Maguire conundrum, which is that at the moment he can't catch a break. So yeah.
Hey, all right, let's move on to the centre back. How should I
right or left? Right or left centre?
We're starting with the right, right? Because we're coming from the right. So after the right back, the right centre back. Who plays right for Liverpool? Is
Saliba and Matip, yeah.
Oh, you want to go Saliba and Matip?
Yeah, that's who are in those positions.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. So who are you taking? Amino.
Right now, I think Saliba. I'm not going to waste too much time. Saliba is handling biz right now on both sides of the pitch, actually. So this is an easy one for me, Saliba.
I know this idiot is gonna pick Saliba as well. He's even humming. He's dancing to
the best, the best center back in the league. Of course, I'm going to pick him. Actually, never mind. We'll get to that side of the conversation. But yeah, Saliba for me, like, especially if I compare Matip. Like,
Matip is doing a better. I'm the one saying we should move on, but I'm always the one bringing the conversation back. Matip is doing a better job than Van Dijk right now in Liverpool.
No, so that's the other part of the conversation. I was going to say, like, if we had done Van Dijk versus Saliba, that would have been a very interesting conversation that would not end the way you think it was going to end. Because I tried to look for the stats, and despite the fact that Van Dijk is having a shocker, that guy is number one in all the defensive stats.
We'll get to him though, but you just said Saliba was the best defender. Now you're
no, but like on current form, there's no attacker that's going anywhere close to Saliba. He literally has that Van Dijk aura right now, man. It's a complete waste of time, basically, right? So on current form, but Van Dijk is just excellence in human form. Like, yeah, it looks like he's having a bad time, but if you go back and check everything he's done, that might be well.
All right,
he only had one mistake. And
let's move with that. So Van Dijk versus Jesus.
Gabriel.
Magalia.
It's the first name.
It's Gabi, Savior Gabi, and Light Skin Gabi.
Light Skin Gabi. Gabriel, right? Not Jesus. So Van Dijk and Gabriel. That is easy. It's easy, right? Easy.
Boss man.
You said everything you wanted to say.
Let's just move on. Let's keep it moving.
Well, imagine that centre back pair, though.
That would be good.
That would be something.
Bro.
Sure.
Left back now. This is an interesting one because the starting left backs of both teams have been injured a lot. I haven't seen a lot of Robinson this season. He's been injured a lot, and same with Zinchenko, right?
Same with Tierney, actually.
The same with Tierney as well. So are we just sliding?
Same with Zinchenko.
Zinchenko and Tierney are both fit right now, and they are both better than whoever is. Like, even when Robinson is fit, Robinson is a better player than KT. Like, if you go, he's not. You can ask Robertson's own manager who coaches him for Scotland. Robinson doesn't bench KT in Scotland.
Oh, they're both Scottish. I forgot. Yeah. I didn't put.
That's surprising.
It's not a thing. KT is a ridiculous player.
Does he put Robertson on the wing? Because I know every time I see Scotland, I see Tierney playing. I haven't forgot Robertson was Scottish too.
Like, this guy is. That's one thing that this whole Zinchenko thing that we're saying, it just because Tierney is not fit. When Tierney is back, everything Zinchenko is doing, this guy is going to do. No, but just fine. Like, everything. I'm not saying that he's the best left back. I'm just saying that people think Zinchenko is really good, but when Tierney comes back, people will be shocked about how good Tierney actually is.
So who we taking in this? I forget the Greek
survival
guys.
of the fittest.
The fittest. Everybody's injured. Everybody's injured.
The fittest is injured all day.
What's the Greek guy's defender's name? Tsimikas, yeah. Bro is never injured, so it looks like we might have to put him in out of the four. Cause
wait, but Zinchenko and Tierney are both fit, so,
right now.
Yeah, I mean, Zinchenko played on Saturday. And
so
Tierney will be playing on Sunday or Saturday, whichever they were playing.
Was Tierney on the bench against Spurs?
He came on. I remember him coming on. So who we put in? So this is like Arsenal versus Arsenal, since this Greek guy can't compare the two of them.
Who did we use last week? Let me get on my boys' game time.
This guy's getting cocky.
Use the check.
Yo, KT stalled, man.
All right.
Come on, son, let's go.
This guy's getting cocky. I see.
Zinchenko, because
I mean, it's funny because we're getting slapped
I got him
this weekend, but
so now you guys are making me be the tiebreaker. I'm gonna put Zinchenko just cause.
That's not a player. I don't.
Zinchenko. So CDM.
Partey versus Fabinho.
Isn't Partey injured?
No, it's not.
Are you sure?
No, it's not.
Did he pull up after 17 minutes, or was
I
he
feel like
just
he
out?
pulled up.
Yeah,
You know?
I think I might have seen
No.
that. Like he
They,
hopped.
they took him out
For his own
that we
protection.
could-
For his
so
own
that
safety.
we could play kids against Tottenham.
Okay,
you know.
all right. So let's have the
Oh,
discussion. Partey versus Fabinho. Who we taking? I started with Amino last time, so Adosa.
Close, man. I can't even lie. But I feel like Partey just gives you very interesting things there.
What kind of interesting things? It's close. It's close. What kind of interesting things are you talking?
But did you watch Partey against
I watched
the
him.
Holberg guy? That guys were.
I watched him.
Like,
I watched him.
clinic. It was a clinic. Like absolute clinic. Like, well, just think about Partey versus Man City in January. Like, that guy can hold midfield on his own against anybody in the world. Like, you don't see that every day. So sorry, Fabinho. I've seen Man City tear you apart for no reason.
I mean,
This one is pretty close.
it's close.
I know last time I made a case for Højbjerg, but I don't think I can go against Partey again.
2 weeks in a
In
row.
this case,
Listen, I don't think anybody can trust your football.
especially since he managed to not get injured in that game. Obviously, if we're looking beyond just current form, I'll probably still go for Fabinho because he's more fit. But right now, on current form, I'd say Partey.
Okay. Wow. This is some craziness happening here. It's almost
It
Partey.
is.
Who's going to be the other center midfielder you're going to use? Thiago or Xhaka?
I wasn't sure where does Thiago play? Right.
I'll just put him as he kind of drifts because Fab holds the middle. Then Thiago kind of just drifts.
Yeah, I don't know how to work with that. So I put him against Odegaard in my own team. Or you could put him against Xhaka. He's still a better player than both. So
you're putting Thiago in?
But then if last week the argument was injuries against Partey.
But Thiago is not injured. He's good. He's okay.
Are you sure?
He played last
He
week.
played, yeah.
Yeah, he's good. I know those guys are injury merchants, but they're they're good. They're good. They're good.
In that case, it's Thiago, bro. Not much you can do about that.
No. And honestly, Odegaard against Elliott or
No, I'm not.
or Henderson.
Who's that?
It would be Henderson, but it would be Henderson Partey though. I think that's kind of similar. Like Henderson, Fabinho, Partey.
No, Henderson plays in front of Fabinho, unless Fabinho is injured.
He plays in front of Fabinho, but you see him defending when TAA goes on a, you know what I mean? On paper, he's meant to be.
He has a very interesting position because you also see him like on the right wing when Salah vacates, whipping the crosses. So I don't think you can call him solely defensive. It's more like if you break against them, he's the only one that has the legs to get there, which is like mad because the guy is like almost 40 years old. He's the only one that has the legs to run to that place. So he might be underrated in my own, like when I'm thinking about him, he might be better than the way I think about him. But like, again, Odegaard on his day, but I'm not sure.
It gotta be Odegaard, man. He has to enter this team. He just has to enter this team. No?
Me, I'm gonna go back to Xhaka and Thiago. I'd actually pick Xhaka.
Xhaka? Based on current form? That's actually good if you want to take us back.
I'd actually
He's
pick
been
Xhaka because
defensively he's solid and he's been contributing attacking wise a lot this season.
yeah, and he's never injured. So the thing about Xhaka, and I said this in the last episode, is if we're looking at on current form and what he is doing for Arsenal this season, it is actually ridiculous. Like we can talk about who is the better, footballing player between him and Thiago. But in terms of production, I would say Xhaka is probably top three midfielders in the EPL right now.
Right now,
And he
yeah,
ain't
Easily. And
easily.
I
According
mean,
to
you could
FPL,
debate,
according to
according to
fantasy,
you,
that's clear.
you get three. But and the thing is, De Bruyne to me is always going to be number one. So we can easily just say, okay, remove De Bruyne out of the situation, and he's like top two. So for me,
and in that
I'll
case, the
definitely
end
pick
too.
Xhaka. You just picked Thiago over him, so I don't know what you're
No,
talking
because
about.
the way I look at it sometimes, like last week we had a conversation about Højbjerg and Partey, and I said if you're going off a talent standpoint, there's literally never a planet where Højbjerg should be called in the same sentence as Partey, right? So that is exactly where Thiago's talent is. Like Thiago's talent is such that if he's fit, he legit doesn't matter how well Partey is playing, how well Xhaka is playing. Thiago is starting. So that's the way I looked at it. And you said he was fit, hence why I went with him. So if you tell me that, you want to pick somebody else because they are the best midfielder, or you think they are the best midfielder in the league, wrong business.
That's actually good. This is tough. This is tough. I think there are too many Arsenal players in this time. I'm going to go with Thiago.
That's not a good
I can't do it.
way
to get to attack.
I can't do it. So we're sticking with Thiago. So our midfield is Thiago, Partey, and Odegaard. I don't think anybody can bench Odegaard from that number 10-ish position, attacking wise and passing and everything. Elliott, the guy said who that? Henderson. All right.
He's now the second youngest player to ever play in the Premier League.
Okay. Let's start I feel like the right wing is going to be a long conversation.
Let's start from centre forward.
Let's start from centre forward, please. Yes. And centre forward is actually kind of tough as well if we're talking about form. Because Firmino is on how many goals? Firmino is on hat-tricks and two braces.
They have the same stats, Firmino and Jesus. 5 goals, 3 assists.
3 assists. Bruh, so it's not really a slam dunk. Both Brazilian, both good on the ball, both left foot, right foot.
No, don't say both good on the ball. Yes. There are things that Jesus is doing right now that Firmino hasn't done in like 6 years.
Firmino, Jesus can drive, but Firmino can manipulate the ball. Like he can get past you.
So can Jesus. Jesus is driving. He's providing the passes that this guy is paying for. The whole first 19. He's playing the false 9. He's scoring. He's assisting. He's bullying center backs. He's bullying wing backs. Like, bro, I don't think if you are going current form, I don't think you can rock up with him.
Did you just hear this guy's stats? They have the same amount of goals and assists. Current form is actually very difficult. What do you mean
Mitrovic also probably has the same number of goals. He's not a better player than Jesus. Like, it doesn't matter.
Well, I mean, so you're going Jesus, obviously. So for me, I don't really have a strong opinion on this because they're so close. I think when it comes to driving and unsettling defenses, Jesus does that better for sure. But when we're talking about the creative part of it, I don't think Jesus is as good as you say he is. One, composure in front of goal. I don't think Jesus is clinical as well, probably even just a tad bit more clinical. But in terms of composure, I think Firmino still has that. So
some rubber top level teams.
How do you measure composure, though?
Go see his goal against Arsenal 2 years ago, 2 or 3 years ago.
No, just his goal.
This one against Brighton.
Goal, just this, against Brighton this past weekend. He was very composed. Take a nice touch, take the defender out of the game, and
Jesus is very all over the place.
He's not rushing.
Good chance, and he just rushed it. Lloris this past weekend too. So for me, again, like I said, I don't really have a strong opinion on this. I think it's pretty close, but I would just go Firmino.
You guys are trying to make me the tiebreaker again for this one. This is actually very difficult. You know me, I'm a stats man, I'm a numbers man. The fact that they have the same amounts of goals and assists makes it even more difficult. My goodness. I think I'll go with Jesus. I feel like I don't know. I just feel like he's more dangerous. I don't know why.
The come to
I mean?
Jesus moment.
He can drive.
Yeah, he's just more dangerous.
I will say this. I will say that at the end of the season, Jesus has a better chance of scoring more than Firmino. Not even because Firmino is going to be rotated a lot more with Jota and Nunes, but because he's more consistent. Whereas Firmino can be a little bit streaky. Oh, we didn't even consider Nunes. I'm changing my pick. I'm going with Nunes. I'm kidding.
Oh, Jota is okay now.
Jota
we gotta move on. We gotta move quick. Left wing.
Go left.
Left wing.
Martinelli.
Against
Left
Diaz.
I'm going
On current form.
Diaz is killing it. He is.
Current form. Has done nothing this season.
What has he not done this season?
He has done nothing. Diaz
No. He's done a lot.
What has he done?
Bro, he has scored.
What has Diaz done?
You guys are talking like it's clear you don't watch each other's games. Like, do you watch Liverpool's games and you watch Arsenal games?
Why would I watch Liverpool games?
Both of them are doing a lot. A lot.
Yeah, I think I'll go Diaz. Although, like you said, like sometimes I don't watch them as closely as I'd watch like Man U games and stuff. But for me, yeah, Diaz.
Let's put it like this. Everybody says that Liverpool miss Mane, but the comeback from Liverpool fans is not really, because the person on the left wing is doing something. If he wasn't doing anything, we'd be like, yeah, we really miss Mane. But it's actually him doing things.
I'll put it this way. Pep, Klopp would rather have Martinelli than Diaz.
Bro, how do you know now? Like, why are you saying
stuff
like that?
This, he will tell you on Sunday, whenever we play them, that I love Martinelli, I wish he was in my team. Because he does that every single time we play them.
He does what?
Every single, like he tells you, love Martinelli, wish he was in my team. Top player.
Klopp actually said that?
Every single game we've played him since Martinelli was 17 years old. That is Klopp's left winger. That is Klopp's left winger. Looks up like, oh, Mane left me. Martinelli was come to Liverpool. I'm telling you, bro.
That's why Mane left. For Klopp to be saying this, he wouldn't say the same thing about generational Saka. But you feel free to say it about Martinelli.
No, Martinelli. No, but he has Salah, and that's why they're having that conversation.
He said every time Liverpool plays Arsenal,
Klopp but Martinelli.
That's when Mane was there.
Yeah, but then Salah is the right winger. Between Mane and Salah, it's clear that this guy wants to change his left.
Diaz has 3 goals. Martinelli has 3 goals as well. I'm looking for assists now.
Oh, by the way, the highest percentage of dribbles and also the highest number of dribbles in the league that has Saint Maxim is Martinelli.
Yeah, but again, Saint Maximin is a dribble merchant. He'll cook your
you're not
back and then just kick the ball out.
But that's what you're not understanding. Like, in a league that has that player, Martinelli has the highest number of dribbles, the highest success rate of dribbles, and he's still producing, and he's still a threat on set pieces, right and left, corners, free kicks, everything.
That is tough. It's not true. Productive wise. Where is Diaz on that list? I'm sure he's high on that list too.
On what? I don't know where Diaz is.
He has to be high on that list because he drives a lot as well. So it's hard to.
Yeah. So this is hard. The issue is that the way they count successful dribbles, I think, is flawed. Because to me, a dribble is to go past the player. I don't know what they're using.
Nah, Martinelli is fast. Like he doesn't need to dribble anybody in that case. He can just knock the ball and take off. That's not a dribble. You have to take the player on one-on-one.
Bro, right? If I tap the ball between my leg and fly past, so that's the dribble. There's nothing else you can say about it, right? So, but even then, it's counted weird. So I would think that his dribble numbers should be a lot higher than they are. And the same for any other player that dribbles at all. But
if
still,
you take away Martinelli's pace, If you take Martinelli's pace away, would he thrive as a left winger?
If you take a fish's
feel like
ability to live underwater,
no.
Okay, so you're
No.
saying he's only fast, like
No,
World
not
Cup
even
style.
that.
But
You
it's
can
not-
you can ask
it's
the
not
same
only
question of
fast.
Diaz. To be honest, Diaz is quick. Diaz is quick too.
He's also quick, but
Yeah.
in terms of his dribbling ability, I would say he's better at that than Martinelli.
What? Bro, you don't
Maybe I
watch.
don't watch.
You don't watch.
Maybe I
You don't
don't
watch
watch
it enough.
Arsenal well enough,
You
but
don't watch them enough.
I've never seen Martinelli take anyone on. In
As
terms
someone who
of,
watches both, this is very hard because they're both. I think I will edge it on Diaz because I feel like they're basically the same player, but Diaz is stronger. That's the only thing I'll take Diaz has over him.
But that's even false now.
No, he's stronger.
Like,
He's stronger than him. Body-wise, he's stronger than him.
Bro, if you're comparing Martinelli of last year, maybe sure.
this year too.
Bro, right now,
Diaz is stronger than him. Stop it. Stop it.
Bro, right now,
Don't let me go pause this and go look for
isn't-
FIFA cards now to prove the strength thing.
I don't care about FIFA. Like, see,
He's
on
stronger than him. He's
FIFA,
stronger than him.
Ben White is 79. FIFA doesn't know what they are doing. I don't care about FIFA. Right? Ben White is not a 79 rated player in any version of any football game. Right? Martinelli is as strong as any left winger you're going to pick up in that league. If they are not like Ivan Toney or something ridiculous like that.
I think Diaz is stronger than him. Like even the way you can't bring Diaz down when he's running. Unless Martinelli dives a lot. Like if you just give Martinelli a body, he's gone. He's looking for a free kick. Diaz will push you off and keep running.
The difference in Diaz played. You see the way Nunes is very aggressive because they stay too long in like I don't want to call it local league, but like no, it's not local league. They stay too long. They started playing first team football in leagues where they were the youngest players. We were actually trying to kill them, so it's in their brain where like you must fight for yourself. Martinelli has been in academy track since he was like he's been touring academy since he was 14, 13. So he's used to the fact that if you touch him, he's going down. They don't even want to be killing himself for any reason, right? But that said, if you watch Arsenal games, when you watch the game against Liverpool, he's going to cook whoever you put on him.
It's not a matter of cooking because he can both dribble.
They will literally try to kill him.
Trent, he was right back right now. So I would cook Trent right now. I was playing left wing.
But they will put somebody there to help Trent. And going to be physical assault most of the time when they try to stop him.
Let's move on from this. I'm taking Diaz because I feel like these guys are too similar. Diaz edges him on strength. I feel like they do everything. They're basically the same player. But Diaz edges him on strength. Dribbling, their goals and assists are about the same. Running with the ball, all that stuff. I think this guy just edges him on strength.
I understand. One clearly dribbles more than the other, but... I'm losing the stats. I'm using the stats that the professionals...
Okay, yeah. Please, I mean, don't take us back. Right wing. Because we have to finish this thing quick. Right wing. I think we should just end the conversation here with Salah. And that's our 11.
No. There's a conversation. If you ask, so this is where, can we ask the question again? Is this based on current form?
Yes, those are the rules. Current form, injuries, and what's the other rule? I forget. 4-3-3. Yeah.
Okay, so
not just last weekend, though, bro. Like talking about this season so far, obviously. You're not just if we're talking about last weekend, Salah, even though he was poor, he assisted. So what the Saka assist? I forget. Did he assist or score?
No,
against Tottenham. So we're not just taking last week. We're talking about
so
this season. Yeah.
Basically, they have the same number of goals and assists.
Mm-hmm.
They have the same number
and this is a poor season Salah, by the way. Keep that in mind.
It's also a poor season Saka, by the way. Yeah.
Okay, by his own standards, maybe.
By his own standards. By now, Saka is giving guys, but no, not really.
But he has more assists this season than he had at this point last season.
Don't let this guy start talking about like
I don't think Saka is
No, that's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm see, you need to realize something. When you have young players, they are going to improve. That's the name of the game, basically, right? So Saka just turned 21. So it doesn't, like, I've heard interviews where, like, it's in your 21, 22 season you start scoring, which is why Haaland is like a ridiculous human being in reality. It's not because he scores goals, it's that he started scoring too early in his career, right? But Saka's situation is that he's just entering that period of his career where everything will start going and everything will start reaching who he's supposed to get to, right? So they have the exact same stats. They are both joint highest in, what was their stat? Like, not passes into the box, but some kind of creative stat, basically like measuring how often their passes end up turning into shots on target. Like, they are literally both doing the exact same thing at the exact same rate. The only difference you have is one is 21 and one is 34 or 32 or 33, whatever the name is, whatever age it is.
This guy is 30, man.
It's not 30. African, you have to wait apply African race factor into this whole thing. I just being honest, right? So, like,
this is hard.
Right now, on current form, it's very difficult.
It's very difficult.
I don't think there's anything different between them. But given that one of them is going to be 100 million plus player in future, Saka will, bro.
Generational Saka.
Generational.
I mean,
the one on one.
I mean, make this easy for me, please.
Well, like I said, Salah is finished. Yeah, so this season, Salah has taken on a little bit more responsibility in terms of creating for the team. I think that has affected his overall play. He's trying to create, but he's not affecting the game the way he's used to, which is putting pressure on defenses and being a scoring threat, right?
Being a striker.
And I just want to go back to what you said about young players always improving. That's not true. There are many young players that have one good season and then flame out. But anyways, that's beside the point. When it comes to Saka Salah, I will go with generational Saka. Like, I just like that. I just like Saka, man, because
I like how it's you guys that said this, not me. Let's just assume that I was outvoted. Because it's hard. But go on.
But I like Saka because, like I said, he always puts pressure on defenses.
He's a threat, a constant threat.
He's always a constant threat. Like, he might not score or assist, but he will do his job. Like, look at this past game.
You will know that he's there.
Yeah, look at this past weekend against Spurs. Son was so terrified to leave him on Perisic that he was double teaming him the whole game. And that is how Saka laid it off to Ben White. Ben White laid it off to Partey, and Partey put it in the top corner. That was all because of Saka. He created that space for Partey to just be able to have a free shot on goal. And it happened again multiple times in the same game. It's just that Partey wasn't.
The Jesus goal is literally Saka destroying three players as if they are not there, taking a shot for Jesus to tap and rebound. Like, that's how ridiculous that Saka boy is. You can put 4 players and they will basically not do anything. And they're just there.
And that's the thing, right? So right now he's still trying to find a balance between attacking and assisting, but he's doing both well in game. Like, sometimes he'll lay the ball off, sometimes he'll just be like, screw it, I don't care who is here, I'm driving in, to create something. Like, he can do both. So for me, Saka is pretty scary right now at 21, and I hope he continues to improve and one day graduate and maybe join Man U like RVP did. Many others.
Join the big time. Join the big time.
Yeah, after you graduate,
by then you would have won the league at Arsenal. So sure, he wants to go and retire and make £400,000.
Please,
I won't be against it.
We have to bring the episode to an end. So this is our 11, right? So in goal we have Alisson, right back we have Ben White, our centre backs are Van Dijk and Saliba. On the left we have Zinchenko. Our midfielders are Odegaard, Thomas Partey, and Thiago. Front three: Diaz, striker Jesus, and on our right we have Saka.
We don't have Diaz, bro.
We do have Diaz. Let's see what happens this weekend. Quick predictions. Literally just your predictions. No explanation.
4-1. Liverpool.
Liverpool wins 4-1.
Oh,
Don't mind
so
this again. Okay, come see your Amino,
always give
please.
fake predictions.
Amino, yeah.
I think this will be the game that Liverpool bounces back. So I'll go 3-2 Liverpool.
I'm going with 2-2.
No, you always give fake.
I'm going with 2-2 Liverpool. I feel like Liverpool will score, but Saka will make a difference and do something, and it's going to be 2-2. It's going to be a draw. We have to come.
Trent will get cooked.
Amen. We have to bring the episode to an end. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter. And as always, continue to love football and love Saliba as well. Apparently, let's see what he does.